Hi everybody, it is Sandra McEwen for another fun day of what's going on in my studio. Hey Peg, welcome. Look, it's always backwards. Why can't I point at things on the screen? I have adjusted, so hopefully you'll be able to read the comments as they appear so they're not on a transparent background. That was the big thing I did this morning. And also, if you haven't seen, Enamel Art Jam is live. God, we had like almost 70 people finish their projects for Enamel Art Jam. I was not one of them. I did not finish my project. But it's live. I think the show looks really, really good. So if you have a moment, go to Enamel Art Jam and really enjoy the work that enamel artists from all over the world have done, and just marvel at everyone's creativity, and it's just awesome. So hooray for that. I've given myself permission to, I know I'm like, for some reason I've gotten in my head about my Enamel Art Jam project, and I've given myself permission to have finished it by the end of the year, and maybe just do it for myself and not stream it, because it stresses me out a little bit. So yeah, I mean, wasn't everybody's piece so amazing? So yeah, and everyone's like, oh, we're gonna do it again next year. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. So that is exciting. So thank you guys for participating, and also if you donated to the Enamel Art Jam, thank you. That really actually helps, because it definitely offset the cost of the website. And even when I went to send out that last email, I realized that I had gotten 3 free emails from Squarespace, but the 4th email was going to cost me $7, which I did. I totally did. But it's just like the nickel and diming of the world these days is kind of silly. So anyway, thank you for participating. Thank you for supporting, and we'll do it again. I've got a better idea for everybody's theme next year, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. So Margaret, thank you for subscribing. Hello. And we've got just a lot of things to finish up today in the studio. So let's get right to it. So let's go to the workbench. Actually, let me turn off we'll keep that on. Workbench is a bit of a mess. Look at all this nonsense that's going on. I quite literally was finishing up all my stuff on the computer until about 5 minutes ago. But I guess, the first thing, because, oh, hold on, let me put my little circle selfie on. I was doing my video yesterday. Where is my circle? Oh, hold on, circle outline. Oh, and I forgot to set up, I am, sorry everybody, iPhone camera, circle outline. How come it's not showing up? There's the little microscope. Vimeo. Whatever, everybody. Vimeo, circle selfie, duh. It says I didn't name things properly. I haven't set up my microscope camera, so let's see if it's on. Hold on, I'm going to do that real fast. I know it's not, because what I have to do is open it. Oh, I have to turn it on. Let me turn it on. You know what? I'll do it when we're ready to do anything microscope worthy. But it's been a busy week. So anyway, I just posted today because it's August 1st. Welcome to August. Yay. We finished the bracelet, the sweetheart. Look how sweet this bracelet is. Can't you just eat this? Don't eat this bracelet. But this is a tutorial that is on my Vimeo channel, and I have put the final installment of that video. So the full tutorial is available. So if you are interested in learning how to make step-by-step this sweetheart bracelet, you should definitely check it out, because it's actually a little bit too big for me. I've got a scrawny wrist. I probably should have done one less link or slightly smaller links, but it's very vivid. I wonder if it'd make a really good headband. Hold on. I think it might. I'm going to definitely have to come up with some sort of enamel headband next. So this is what I was working on yesterday. And so that is the last plug for everything. So let's just see what we're working on today. And yeah, no, the rainbow bracelet. I've done 2 bracelets, and they're both very colorful. I was actually admiring both of them. And I feel like there's things I like about each bracelet. I kind of like I like the sound of it. You know, it has kind of this nice kind of, like, it's like a delicate bells, which I like. Which I guess that's not really exciting, like how the auditory nature of it, but it is good. So, anywho, let's just see what we got. I'm kind of working on, oh, I've got those, let me grab, be right back. We've got this and this that we're going to work on too. So we're going to continue. Here's what we're working on today. Just because, well, first off, I have to finish these earrings that we're just going to get the top coats on for those. And then we're going to continue with this set. Remember, this is where you have to do all of the oranges on that. And then finally, what else are we doing? I have added this to the mix. These are going to be Bumblebee earrings. I've got the wires fired in place, and so we're going to start the color for those. And it's a bit of a mess. This is not how I like to approach my work, but you know, some days you just got to work with what you got. So that is what's happening. There we go. So we're going to start with the simple thing first, which is moving this out of the way. Oh, there was I was wondering where my favorite brush was, and it was on that tray the whole day. I was using this brush, which for some reason I just wasn't liking. So I'm so weird about my brushes. Which one was I liking? This one. Yes, that brush is going back in. Let's actually do these first, and I guess, yes, I do probably want to. First, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There we go. And also, I'm going to have to turn on the microscope camera. Whoa, let's pull the microscope over. There we go. And actually turn the microscope on. Which one is it? I have to put my hand under it. There's that. Let's turn the microscope on. Oh, it just came right on. Can you believe it? Hold on. Let's see. There we go. That is where the microscope is. I got to mark it with a pencil. So many things. Hold on. I want to pull this a little straighter. There we go. Are we having fun? I love these dewdrop earrings. I know they don't look like much right now, but I'm making 2 pairs because I sold 1 pair, but I want a pair for myself. So that's why I'm making 2 pairs. And I've got the first 2 coats of color on. They've got these little dewdrops. They're real simple, but they're super fun to wear, lightweight, and just kind of a nice pop of color. And so I'm just going to do the pale blue on top and then the yellow as well. So it's just, we're switching to, we've got all the color on, so we're just really going to do that. And I'm going to quickly, where did I put here's my dirty water. There we go. Oh yeah, I see if those are all, they do take up some of the real estate, don't they? But what you're going to do, we can move this. Hold on, let me unlock that. Let's scooch that over a little bit. And, well, it is what it is. There we go. You can only fool around for so long. Anyway, let's freshen up these and just get started. Let's get some things done today. But again, I'm super excited about the enamel art jam. It was amazing. I can't believe how many people finished their pieces. And just the amazing creativity was wonderful. So we've got that. And this yellow, which I've been having some weirdness with this yellow. And I got a fresh batch of it yesterday. It's been giving me the same problems that sometimes the fluxes do, where using it as a top coat, it has these little weird white flecks in it. It's cloudy, it's gross. And so I think I'm actually only going to do a tester. Let me make sure these are a matched set. Yes. I'm going to do one as a tester and maybe switch to a different yellow. So I'm like, is it because, and I freshly washed this yesterday, so yeah. You know what, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some, let me get some pale. We'll do this yellow as a top coat for the other one and call it good enough. Because it was really bothering me from last week. It was that red pair of earrings, which honestly, it was fine because most of it ground out, but I don't like when things surprise me and not in a good way. So this one, we're going to try the yellow. But maybe I didn't let it dry. I don't know. Ugh. I hate. But we're still going to use it. So let's just see how. I don't think I went too thick. Who knows? Wonder how let's just see about that last little thing. There we go. I was just using it. And I have a lot of it, so I hope it's not gone bad. My favorite yellow. There's that one. And let's just get the blue. And I'm assuming I'm live on both things. I forgot to check. Okay, yes. I am streaming both on YouTube and Twitch. Seems to be working. But yeah, I'm just going to get this done and then we'll do some fun things. I promise. And, well, hubris, I guess. I've already printed out I haven't finished this pair of earrings, but I've printed out the Etsy label, the shipping label. So if you've purchased this pair of earrings, I am going to take it directly to the post office when I finish it today and hope that I don't mess them up. There we go. There's the blue. A little bit. Will this be the last coat? Maybe. Maybe not. A little bit over there. I'm definitely going to let these dry. Well, I haven't even turned the kiln on yet, so let's just do this. There we go. Now, where's my little rat-a-tat tool? Rat-a-tat. There we go. I'm in love with this tool. I got this from Mary Lee Ray, well, enamelartsupply.com, but she sent me a really nice one. She's like, when you order it, tell her that make sure you say that you request one that has a really tight weave to it, and it's just a nice little tool, because I guess these are handmade, which is nice. And you know, I don't know that this actually does anything, but I find it satisfying. Let me get a little, I think this, in a combination of wicking the extra moisture out, will make sure you don't get any air bubbles. There's a few things I do where I'm not sure, but it's just, I think it does, because you can see the water rises to the surface. So I'll say yes. There we go. So we've got these are dry. We're going to do 2 more. I know. Let's do the next little batch. And twitch. Yes. Here we go. Oh yeah, we're going to do this yellow. Do I want to do this yellow? Yes. I'm going to do... Let's see if there's a difference. This will probably be a little bit more vivid. Which I like. And we'll just a little dollop right there. Boop, boop. And a little blue. Oh, there's a little fleck. Don't like that. And there's like a fleck that I'm avoiding in this cup, a fleck of dark blue. And I could spend 3 seconds fishing out the fleck, but I've just been avoiding it. And the fleck has been in this little cup for like 2 days now. See, here it is. You know what? I'll fish it out. Oh, it's not going to get fished out, is it? Oh, we got it. There's the fleck right there. I spent more time avoiding it than it took to just fish out. This won't be good. There we go. No new news. Oh yeah, about our move to Ohio. Very exciting. Well, I mean, there's really nothing to report. It takes forever to, once you've decided, once you've got offers on the table, we're under contract with the house we're trying to buy. The house we're trying to sell is also, it's just all of the ins and outs of inspections and all of that. And, but it seems to be going well, and inspections have been done. Everything looks good. We're waiting for the appraisal. This is too much TMI, but if all goes well, we should be closing on the sale of our house on the 18th of August, and then closing on purchasing the house in Ohio on the 21st. But it's so stressful. But, it's going to happen or it's not going to happen. There we go. But I'm super excited about my new studio. I've done, when I was there during the inspection, and so I took a bunch of measurements because I'm taking the entire, just temporarily, at least for the first year, I'm going to have the studio in the fully finished basement, which is already fully finished. It's this huge basement, and it's really nice. So I've been figuring out where everything's going to go. It's going to be super nice. And, maybe I'll just stay in the basement. If the basement works. There's also there's a wine room. I wouldn't say room. It's they converted a closet in the basement to be a beautiful wine cellar. And it'll be the perfect enamel storage, perfectly temperature controlled enamel storage, which I'm actually wildly excited about. There we go. Did I do that one? All right, so we've got this one and that one. Heart. Oh, hey, Angie. Good morning. All right, so we've got these here. I might actually turn off. How do you guys feel? Do you guys like seeing everybody's? I'm going to actually turn that off. The browser. Wait, let's see. There we go. Let's just have more looky-loo room. If you guys decide you want to see what everyone's saying, please let me know in the comments. But it's taking up a lot of real estate, and now you can see all of this. All right, so I'm going to let these dry. Remember, we did the yellow on this. You probably can't tell that we did the chartreuse chrome as a top coat for this. We'll see if there's any difference. I'm going to go put this under the heat lamp and turn on the kiln. Let's go check in on Kiln Cami. Hey, Kiln Cami. Oh, let's see, whatever. We should move this over here. There we go. We'll keep it over there. There we are. Kiln Cami, let's go turn you on. All right, these are going under the light. And I gotta plug in the kiln. Let's do that. See how everything's, how you doing, little guy? You ready for some action? We're gonna set this kiln to be 1400, which is 760 Celsius. You can see it's 76 in here right now, 77. What is it set for right now? Oh, perfect, for 1400. Lovely. There we go. And what's next on the agenda? Let's come back to the workbench. There we are. Let's see, we've got these little guys. Remember this and this. I've got to wash these colors before we get started. So let's go ahead and do that. Getting you out of the way. All right, so we don't actually need, these colors were from before, so we don't need those. These we're going to hold on to because I bet we'll want to do another coat on that. And then we have our purples and our oranges. Let's just see what we've got here. We've got one coat of purple. Yeah, so we're going to need to wash all our little colors. So let's just do that. This sunset, which, you know, I'm having, why do I have this sunset? I'm having second thoughts about this sunset. But I might switch to a different color. I don't trust this sunset. It's burnt me before. Let's bring this in. There we go. And I guess the question with this is, do I want to start with the purple or the sunset? It is maybe just the purple. And then I can put off making a decision about this orange. Why did I even choose that orange? I bet. All right, we've got that. Let's, oh yeah, these. Yes, sun red. That's a good color. I'll get the samples out so we can see what we have to work with. I think that other sunset is, sorry, I was going to say BS, but I've removed you from the equation. There we go. There's that. What is this? What other color do we have? Raspberry. Oh, you know, I think you were from last week. We don't need you. Sorry, raspberry. Let's get these purples, though, because we have L82, dark purple. And I am going to pull the colors as we go. Is that L82? I don't have my glasses on. Yes. Oh, I should probably put my glasses on. There we go. And let's just get these going. Oh, these lids. This is L80. Nice, pretty purple. We've got that. Where's L80? There's L80. Is that color? Which one is this? This is L86. There's a lot of L's and 80s. Very similar to this one, but more grapey. Looks pretty good. Let's see, we're actually going to set you over there. L81, L86. There's that one. Well, that's good. Do we want the extra dark? Yes, mine as well. This is L81, slightly darker than L80. Oh wait, no, slightly lighter than L82. Slightly darker than L80. Do we need the 3 options? No. Do we want the 3 options? Yes. We'll put you guys in between. Here we go. That's L81. There you go. Same color, but different intensity. So that's good. Let's get the reddish purples. Do they want to come out and play? Yes. Oh, there's a piece of, get that out of there. All right, get the reds. Reddish purple, that's L90, pretty. These are all Ninomias. I have so many purples, but I always default to Ninomiya. Not gonna lie, they are the best. S6. Let's see if we have you available. Not much. Let's get some more. Purple, cool purple, warm purple, S6. Let me just grab some. I know it's in the other container. Purples. Certainly. We've got the purples. Well, S6. Really? Oh, maybe we don't have any S6. Maybe we'll just have to use what we have. Or it's in here. S6. Come on, buddy. Maybe you're in the cool purples. Oh, yeah. Someone, this person, put them in the cool versus the warm drawer. Got cool purples and warm purples in separate drawers. This is a Hirasawa color. It's a good one, you know, nothing wrong with it. There we go. That should get us through this project. Where did I put the lid? Right there. And I'm putting it back in the correct drawer. Warm purples. There you go. There we go, one more. Satisfying. Now, one last pale. Oh, this is a great color. This is pale, very pale. Hirasawa S172B. Nice. This plays so well with silver. It's amazing. I can guarantee you I'm going to want more of it. So let's just get it while we're thinking of it. Sorry, what was it again? S172, which I'm going to assume I also put in the wrong drawer. Oh no, I saw it in the cabinet. I've got enamels everywhere. I have 4 separate locations of enamels just in the studio alone. I'm very much looking forward to, as I'm getting ready to move, I'm going to be completely reorganizing my hoard of enamels. Because right now, I mean, I do have an Excel spreadsheet that has like most of, you know, like I keep things kind of organized in that. I'm going to put this back here in the first place I looked at it. I looked for it here. And I'm going to organize by color. And then by number, I think, is going to be. Like, how does everybody organize your enamels? Well, and then also I have it based on, you know, I've got all my washed enamels in one thing. I've got all the small things in these drawers right next to me. And then I have an overflow cabinet for small things. And then I have a big cabinet for, you know, giant jugs of enamel. And then I have all the enamels that were in my house are in boxes over by the window. So it is a lot. All right, now we're going to get a nice coat of purple. That was worth it. There we go. So we've got our purples ready to go. Let me just grab just a little bit more fresh water. Our temperature, kiln's kind of coming up. There's that. Let's just put you back here. And we've got some paper towels ready to go. All right, now let's bring back our friend, the jewelry microscope. There we go. And turn it on. Microscope. Boom. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, it doesn't fit the whole thing. We'll start with the big tree. And I think what I'm going to do is, hold on, scooch over. I think I'm going to do the purples first. That seems like a good plan, a good way to begin. Let's put you over there. Let me look at what I've got here. Oh yeah, because I didn't do this dark area down here because I didn't want it to creep under, so I skipped that. So let's honestly do one more coat of just the purple. I don't want it to get too dark, and that will honestly, I think, be good. I don't think anything's going to creep under at this point, but let's get the purple in first and then decide. I know, so I don't need these oranges. Get you guys out of the way. And honestly, I'm going to move you out of the way too. There we go. Now, get some water. Put some water down. And we'll start, I guess we'll do the top to the bottom. I don't honestly want to go too much darker here, but I'm going to do just a little bit. You just got to get started. That's hard. That's the hardest thing sometimes. It's just taking the first step. Let's see if you can see. There we go. And what I like about this piece is it doesn't matter how it turns out. It's a new thing. I have not done this specific design yet, so how it turns out is good. And cookies, the kiln is up to temperature. There we go. Connect that all the way up. These are almost going to read as black. It's so dark, this purple. Purples go dark fast. But I'm just using this darkest one right around this edge, just to push it back visually. But I'm actually going to switch to the lighter one earlier in, and I'm going to pull, I love this, the way this reddish color pops out. It really makes the purple come alive. Let's dump some of this water out. There we go. So we're just going to let's just, oh, these little white flecks we can. Oh, where am I here? I kind of started in the middle. There's that. Let's get this. And you know what? I've got that other blue that's sitting here. I'm going to use this cool blue over this kind of slightly lighter because I want to have a little bit more lightness and I don't want to go too dark. So let me give this a quick rinse-a-roo. There we go. So I know it's technically not purple, but it won't, I don't want to go too reddish here. So we'll just, right here, got a lot of water right there, which I don't like. No Cow Mikonen is now following. Well, welcome. Welcome to the channel. You know what, I think wicking moisture is one of the more satisfying aspects. It's all the little things. There we go. There we go. Oh, see this little fleck I want to get rid of. There we go. And now I'm going to pull this down, switch into I want the reddish to kind of pull right up there. Pull this down a little bit. Now let's switch to the reddish. I'm probably going to not actually use this really dark one here. I'm going to do the S6. I'm going to pull that, or am I? Let me, yeah, I am going to do, let me backtrack. Yeah, I really, really wish I'd found a purple in between these two. That was just a little bit, not quite as dark as this. Purples can be a little fussy. Because I just want this side to be a little bit in shadow. I am going to use this darker color just to kind of punch that back again without getting too, same thing goes over here. And a little bit. So we got a little bit of darkness there. And now, what's going on over here? Actually, I do want to pull the blue. Look at me making different choices. Let's pull some of this. Because we have this blue down a little bit. And maybe a little bit here. Thinking on the fly, like it even matters. Just doesn't want, I don't want it to be muddy. That's the danger. This kind of medium. Got this nice, oh yeah, I know what's happening here. We've got this, a little bit of that. We got that blue that kind of comes through as well. Do I want to pull some of this darker? Yeah, we'll do a little bit of this. There we go. And I'm actually going to pull it down a little bit down in here. That's good. I like that cool shadow there. And now let's do, we're going to pull in our pink, or sorry, our pale purple, not pink. Just, I'm way overthinking this. Let's feather it in. I should definitely write down these colors. All right, that's good. Now, let's deal with this root situation. All right, so I'm gonna actually go back to my darker color because I want these roots, we're gonna get all those in. So we got here, we'll start at the base. Like that. Let me get a little bit of this. You right there we go. Gonna throw this color in right there. Now some of this medium. Then a little bit more of this. I wonder if I could go even closer here. Let me zoom in. I don't know if that's easier to see. All right, that's all the roots. Now let's get this last little bit of medium going into light. We're going to do a little bit of the medium. Medium, the medium. There's that. Now we're going to switch to the pale. A little bit of that, a little bit of this, and finally a little bit of this blue. See how this looks. Just to finish off. Let's see, let's start over here. I feel like I want to just wick a little bit of this moisture out. I don't want to contaminate, but I don't want to wick too much out. Let's get a tiny a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, boop, boop. Perfect. There we go. Last little nibble. Yeah, I think I'm going to fire this because purples can get fired a couple extra times, and that will mean I don't have to fuss about that purple going where I don't want it while I'm doing the rest of the oranges and that background. So I think that will be good. So you can see we've got, this is looking good. I'm excited about it. We're going to let this dry. I know I need to do the earrings next. They will be coming up forsooth. But let's go ahead and fire. Let's fire those little dewdrop earrings. Take a little break. Oh, hey, Drew. Yeah, just remember. Yeah, I know I've been, you know, a bit sporadic lately, and it's just going to be the way it is. So I am trying to at least make it 1 day a week of streaming. So, oh, and hi, Juan. Hello. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and fire the dewdrop earrings. So let's go ahead and go to the Kiln cam. There we are. And we have the chat showing back up because I don't have a problem. Oh, I probably want a trivet for this. There we go. All right, so again, we've got the kiln set for 1400 Fahrenheit, which is 760 Celsius. That's just what it is. I have it a little bit lower because I'm going to be doing those oranges later, but these blues will be just fine, unless maybe that was my problem with the yellow. Anyway, we're going to just let that hang out for a second. I'm going to try not to forget. It'll probably take 2 minutes, but I'm going to grab a bottle of water. And you can all enjoy looking at the kiln. And my glasses would be good. I know, so it's going to be, I got nothing interesting to say while this stuff is going on. So, oh, I could tell you this, I'm very excited. I'm not going to be streaming this Friday because my very good friends, Lillian Jones, one of my very favorite enamel artists from Raleigh, and Amy Roper-Lyons is flying in we're going to do an enamel play date in my studio. Betty McKim is also going to be joining us, and we're just going to basically have 3 days and hang out in my studio and make some things and chit chat, and it's going to be loads of fun, and that is it. So I won't be streaming this Friday because I will be having fun in my studio. Amy Roper-Lyons is so talented. She's the one that does, look her up. She does the plique-à-jour. Gorgeous goblets, amazing. I keep meaning to do some plique-à-jour, but I just don't have time. So, enamel play date. Yeah, so it's going to be right. I'm going to pull it out the moment things look melty. They're not quite there yet. So, that is the excitement. Try not to spend too much time staring into the kiln, but you know, that looks good. And look how funny they look. They look totally crazy. The colors, I don't know if you can see, they don't look at all the correct colors, but when it cools, it will be like magic. So that is good. So let's go ahead and go back. We'll let those cool on their own because we've got plenty of time. And let us go to the workbench. Hello. Yeah, I'm wearing this because it's August 1st. I'm wearing my sunflower headband. And not that I haven't worn it. It could be like, oh, you can make this headband work for almost any month. Maybe not January, especially in Ohio. But, all right, so let's go ahead and do these. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Hopefully it won't be as fussy, but probably it will be. So let's start with our dark. Did I even use the L80? No, I did not. It's fine. Let's start with L81. Yes. These are smaller and just a little bit less complicated. Oops, let's have it. Got a big old, and I didn't put any water in, so remember, capillary action is your friend here. There we go. that. I'm going to work on both of them at the same time. Okay, we've got all of those. Now we're going to do the same for this. Can we see what's going on? What time is it? 1 o'clock. There we go. But anyway, I am, yeah, if you're just joining us, it's time for Sandra overshares about her private life. Not private life, but just moving my studio. I am going to be in my basement of my home for a little while, at least, depending on how it goes. It's a beautifully finished basement. It's huge. It's half the size of the house is the basement, which is going to be my new studio. So I'm debating if I'm going to be teaching from my studio next year. Is it too weird to have people come? There's not like a separate entrance to it. Like, so it might be weird to have people come into my house to do workshops, but there's certainly room for it. So I'm going to see, I'm going to kind of like get all settled in and then decide how things are going. So I'm also going to be, I'm not actually taking my acetylene. This is a shout out to Magda. I'm actually, because I don't want to have an acetylene tank in my house. Some people do. That's fine. That's their decision. I don't know that I don't feel comfortable having a giant acetylene tank in the house where I'm living. So I'm going to be switching to using the easy torch. It's that little one that hooks up to those tiny little propane tanks. And honestly, Magda saw in Portugal, she's an inspiration because she does everything with that little torch. So I am actually probably be good for teaching because it's a much less aggressive. Not everybody has access to an acetylene system, but it will definitely be, I mean, I've certainly used it before, but I'm not, honestly, it'll take a little while to get, I'm probably just going to do a ton of fusing to get started and see how things go. Simplifying. I'm kind of simplifying my process a little bit. Well, this, honestly, the small, easy torch, the Orca torch with the propane, plus my, what's it called, my arc welder, will probably be just fine. So, in fact, it'll probably force me to be more creative. Oh, I know, Kiln is getting a bit clicky. He's like, you should be using me more. Be more creative in using my very, very expensive arc welder that I should use more than I do. So that's the sitch. That's good. I'm going to switch to the pale blue just like we did in the first. Zoop. And we'll get this. Oh yeah, and then we'll get started on the Bumblebee thing. There we go. But yeah, you can, be be absolutely sure. You know what I'm going to do before I move? We'll be moving at the end of September. I am going to probably use my acetylene tank and fuse as many things as I possibly think I might want to make, you know, especially the larger things, because I think I'm a little nervous about fusing larger things with that, although I know it can be done. It's just a learning curve. But why not hit the ground running, arrive in Ohio with a ton of ready to go, ready to enamel blanks. So all right, we got that. I think that's fine. I'm going to bring that down just a little bit more. And same goes for here. Let's bring this down a little bit more. And we're going to do a little bit of darkness around here. A little bit of this blue. I feel like I want some of this blue here as well. Don't want it to get muddy though. A little bit, just following that edge. Now we'll do a little bit of the reddish. Let's feather that in a little bit. There we go, a little bit of this. But yeah, I used that arc welder for that little bracelet that I showed you at the beginning, to solder to arc weld all those little joints together. And I felt a little kind of guilty about it, doing that on the tutorial, because I know not everybody has an arc welder, but I did it anyway. So that is, all right, what am I doing? L86. We got to do these little dark areas here. Oh, Drew says, if you're using the Easy Torch, I recommend you get an oxygen concentrator. They are excellent. One less bottle. Well, I don't know anything about that. Drew, can you send me a link to my email address and tell me what that is? I mean, I've just been using the Orca Easy thing hooked up to one of those tiny little propane canisters that you buy at the hardware store / grocery store. Some of that right in there. You know, some enamels are just bigger, like bigger grains than others, and I could grind them down a little finer, but this particular one is very grainy, granular. There we go, nice big blob, perfect. That's good. Now let's get some of that. A little bit. Now I'm going to switch to the pale. Let's get some of that blue. Let's just finish this little guy and then we'll do the other one. Pull you a little closer. There's a lot going on in this little guys. Boop, boop, boop. All right, now let's get this other one. Then we'll see where we are. We need a little water in here. Got a little dry. There we are. A little bit more of this red right here. And then the baby blue. We'll be done with this. Let's get you right in there. There we go. All right. Let's take a moment to do just a little wicking. That's good. Put that right there. All right, so we've got these little guys looking real nice. I'm going to let these dry. I'm going to go put them with their pendant and we'll let those dry. And let's go see what's going on. I'm just going to go do it and I'm going to bring back those dewdrops and have a quick look at what's going on. Where did I put the trivet though? Oh, here, we'll steal this trivet. There we go. All right, we're definitely going to let these dry for a minute or two. There we go. Let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, one more coat. There we go. I think one more coat will do for these. And what time is it? Well, we got a little bit of time. Yeah, the yellow looks fine. So, or does it? There's a little bit of flecks right in there. I don't know if you can see. Hold on, can you see the... You probably can't see the fleck, but I can see the fleck in my jewelry microscope. So, whatever. It is what it is. only in that one, but I'm going to get one more coat. And you know what? I'm just going to switch. I guess, you know, this batch of N24 very pale yellow, you know, it's letting me down. It's letting me down. I never thought I would say that. And I have like a whole kilo of it. Oh, that's why I need a temperature controlled, dehumidified room to store my enamels in. It's a good thing I'll be having one soon enough. All right, well, let's just get this last coat on here. Just, it's all good. I'm just going to start with the blue. Yeah, there are still things that surprise and confound me about enameling. Sometimes there's just not an answer. And I'm going to do this all kind of in a row, like little ducks. The top coat. Most of this coat's going to get ground off anyway, but that doesn't mean we don't want to put it on with care and attention. Good. Oh, that's a bit of blue. Boop, boop, ba-doop, boop. A little bit more. Now we're not going to use that yellow because it's too much of a disappointment. Let's just get some of this moisture out. Oh, thank you, Drew. Drew has said you've sent me a link to the YouTube video. Great. I will have a look at all of that. And Lux Umbra says, I love your work. Thank you. Let's just wick some of that moisture up. And we'll get these little dewdrop. They're called, I call them dewdrop earrings because they are perfect little dewdrops. There we go. One for you, whoever purchased this, thank you, on Etsy, and one for me. I'm gonna wear, because I had, honestly, I'll probably sell it on Etsy, but I had this pair and I wore it all the time until somebody bought it on my Etsy store, and I'm like, oh. My mom has the same pair of earrings. loves it. It's very lightweight, just a little dollop of color. It's not like a huge commitment to enamel art, but it's just enough to kind of brighten your day. And you know I love these. This is a great color. It's a cheery color combo. I did this one in purple recently. I think you might have been here along for that ride. Let's just get a little bit more water. This is almost entirely, I can tell I'm already over the silver, but you know, I just don't want those wires to fold over when I am grinding and polishing it. So I don't have to be quite as precise. Most of it's going to get ground away. A little dollop of color. Honestly, probably should have just bit the bullet and done plain flux over this whole thing, but that has its own little challenges. There we go. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Let's just wick. Can we wick all of them at the same time? Watch this. Yes. Like a pro. All right, now where did I put my trivet? Is it all the way over there? Where is my trivet? Oh, put it right here. Let's see. Lux says, do you offer classes training in enamels? That's a good question. And the answer is absolutely. But we're in a little bit of flux right now. I have been teaching. I'm probably going to be trying to do more travel teaching. I'm going to be teaching at Aramont School of Crafts in Gatlinburg, Tennessee in October. That class is full, sorry. And I'm teaching in Portugal. If you're in Europe, you can contact Magda Sa. That'll be next May. I'm probably going to do 2 classes in a row, and that is always really fun. And my studio right now, because I'm moving it, we're going to see what the situation is teaching from my studio, which will be located in Ohio. So, but I also, hold on. Let me do it. I'm going to do it. Vimeo. If you want, you can subscribe to my Vimeo channel. I have like over 100 videos about how to make enamels. And we just did a project. Hold on. We just did a project where we made this bracelet. Look at this gorgeous bracelet. And yes, I arc welded these links, but there you go. There's a whole tutorial about how to make this lovely, lovely bracelet. That's on my Vimeo channel. I literally uploaded the last one of these for this bracelet this morning. That is on Vimeo. So there you go. So we're going to let these dry. Oops, let me not drop them. These are going to dry. Boop. And we're going to go ahead and fire the trees. Let's do that. Let's go over to the Kiln cam and let us switch over to the Kiln cam. There we are. There we are. But yeah, it's all in flux. You know, I love teaching. Well, it's a lot of work but I do love teaching. Let's go ahead and put these right over here. And I love teaching in my own studio because it's very calm. I've got everything right here that you could possibly want. You use all my enamels. I know it's fun. But I think in my new space, I'll have room for probably just 1 or 2 students. And so it'll be even cozier. But that will be 2024. I'm pretty much booked up for this whole year. So there we go. We're going to let this go for 2 minutes or so. I'm going to not forget. I'm not going to try to do anything in between. Sometimes I do that and then I forget. 960 silver. Somebody asked, does fusing with cupric acetate work for 960 silver? Is 960 silver sterling silver? I know you can fuse sterling silver, but I haven't had much success with it. So yes, I bet if you could, because trust me, every time I say, no, you can't fuse sterling silver, somebody's like, oh, I fuse sterling silver all the time. So yes, I bet it would work, but yes, it'd be a lot harder than just using fine silver. And you could also just use, quite honestly, I've had pretty good luck with soldering the pieces together. You have to work around the solder joint a little bit because that's going to react with the very clear enamels, but you know, there's always a give and a take. Using eutectic or just honestly, hard solder would probably be just fine. So honestly, I've gotten away with medium solder. So, you know, the world. Let's just see how we're doing. And I walked over to get my glasses so I could see what's going on, but let's see what's going on in here. Not a whole lot. Usually by the time it's back up to 1400, we're done. And I feel like I shouldn't jinx it, but this is Clicky. This kiln's name is Clicky. I think he needs a new relay. I feel like he's taking a little bit longer and longer to come back up to temperature. Is that a relay or who knows what it is? But there we are, Clicky. Hey, Clicks. There you go. You look pretty good. All right, so we're going to pull you guys out. I love how this looks like gold. Doesn't it look like gold foil? Hold on, let's have a look. It looks like gold foil, that yellow, so vivid. So that's going to cool. Honestly, no, I don't want to fire this until it's a little bit drier. But while that cools, do we want to do the bumblebees? I don't know. We don't have much time left. It's probably going to be either the bumblebees or getting the whatever's going on here. But we could get the bumblebees started. There we go. We'll cool off a little faster. There we go. Looks pretty. I think bumblebees. Let's do bumblebees. Let's go to the workbench, and there's nothing to see under there. Where are... Oh yeah, we have little bumblebees. You can't really see, but I've got, here, I'll actually show you over here. It's easier, it's nicer to see. We've got the wires. It's a real simple design, and I am gonna have to grab some enamels though for it because I have it. I know I'm gonna be using these golds and that yellow. Maybe I'll get some fresh yellow. And definitely I'm gonna want a black, and I'm gonna do, for the wings, I'm gonna do shades of maybe purple and blue, but then put a semi-opaque white over that. That's kind of the plan. And I don't even have a drawing, a colored drawing of it. I just have it rolling around in my head. Nothing's in the kiln, so I had a moment of like something in the kiln. No. But Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to have to go over and get some colors. So we've got these two golds I know I'm going to want. And you know what? I do the yellow. It's going to be fine. I'm not using much of it. And then we've got the blue. I need to get just the black transparent and the semi-opaque white, because we can use this purple and this blue as the background for the wings, and I think that will be pretty. So we don't even need that yet. Let me just go get one color. One color. Black and white. Really? And fine. All right, we'll grab this N91. Let's see if we have some N93. I'm just going to swing by the closet and see if it's hanging out in there. And it is not, as an N92. Nope, not good enough. Well, here's going to be the lighter shade of gray. Let's just look in our N93. I know it's getting harder and harder to find N93 these days. Really? Fine, we'll do N92. Fine, we'll do N92. It'll just have to do N92. But I'm going to do all the other things first. And, all right, so what's going on? We're going to start by getting a cup. I'm going to turn off I don't need the microscope just yet. Because I need to get a cup for and I am going to spend one moment looking for N93. I know N92 is fine, but I just prefer N93. So, oh, hold on. Gray? No. Somewhere around. Oh, and nope. Black. Ebony. Nope, nope, nope. Lavender. Oh, here's more S6, of course. And 73. Okay. Disappointing. Okay, that's fine. Don't worry. You know, to be honest, it'll be fine. And 92. And we'll do a little extra. Oh, and 93! Ha ha! I knew it. I was going to be disappointed. There it is. This is by far my favorite transparent black. And 93, it is a Enamel color, which, as you know or may not know, they're getting harder to find. Dark gray. I mean, there's fine. I mean, there's 112 transparent black. It's fine. I feel like some of the other blacks just end up being too greenish in hue. So if you are interested in, if you are particular about your shades of gray, you could probably write a thesis about all the different ways to make gray enamel. Let's just get a little bit. We don't need much. It's a real tiny little thing. So there we go. And it's not been sifted. So, but it doesn't really matter because it's so dark. Transparency, but it is, you get a nice transparency. It does matter. I said it doesn't matter, but it absolutely matters. Let's just give it a little wash. And now we're gonna, let's just pour that right in there. tell you what, we're going to get one coat on here and then one coat. Get that first coat of the background. I feel like I've been, you know, tempting you with those last two. I've been promising a rainbow hue and not delivering. Oh, sorry, I'm off camera. Sometimes I forget. Well, there's a lot more room over here because there's no camera in the way. There we go. But yeah, I still want a clarity to this, so we're definitely, that's good. All right, so we've got that. And yeah, we're gonna just play with fire and use this yellow again. That's fine. So let's go ahead and turn on the microscope. There we are. Oh yeah, Vimeo, leave that up. All right, now the first thing I want to do is make sure nothing's sticking up, and everything is sticking up. So I'm going to use my fingers, start with my fingers. These were a little pain in the butt. Well, because I didn't want to mix up the real glue, so I used the just straight up clear fire, and I remembered why I don't love using clear fire to glue wires down. But all's well that ends well, sort of. But I definitely want to press that down. It's a surprisingly complex bit of wire bending here. Let's bend you down. Bend you down, that's good. Pinch you together. Let's see. Oh, and well, that's all right. Let's bend you guys. Wire management. Pinch you guys. Pinch, pinch, pinch. What's going on here? You guys are sticking up. I only put this wire in to make this go, but that's okay. How much is it sticking up? Do I care? Yes, it's sticking so much up. I'm probably gonna have to pull it off. Get in there. Oop. I knew that was going to happen too. All right, get in there. You know, it's these deceptively simple designs that cause you the most amount of aggravation. All right, that looks fine. You know what? Let's just get started. We're going to do, what is it going to be? Yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow. And I'm actually going to do, should I do the black first? No, I'm not going to do the black. Yellow. Oops, there we are. Because this wire's not totally down. So yellow in the center. Or was I going to be, or was it supposed to be black? Whatever, we're going to go with this. 2 stripes of black, 3 stripes of orange. I'm going to own it. I don't know what a real Bumblebee, if there's a rule about that. And we're just going to do a little bit of shading. Like that. And I'm not going to do the black in his belly until the next one because these wires need to get a little bit more love. There's that. There we go. In fact, I'm probably going to just do the blue and the purple. We've got, this is going to be kind of the undercoat, so I'm going to do these two colors, kind of just blended together. I'm going to do a little bit of purple here. Need a little water. Oh, that was a lot of water. Good. A little purple on this side. I'm just honestly playing around here. I've done an earring like this before with this bumblebee, but not quite like this. And a little bit of blue. And we're going to put the opaque, the semi-opaque white over this. So this will be a little bit more subtle. That's good. And then we're going to do a little bit. Oh, I didn't put a wire there, but that's fine. We'll just use the enamel. That's what I'm not going to do. All right, so purple, blue. Or should I get some clear? Yes, I should get some clear. Mm-hmm. Let's get some of the, let's bring the white into play. We're going to use the 210 semi-opaque, which doesn't need to get washed. And we don't need much. Well, probably need a little bit more than that. There we go. Anna says, thank you for the information about using Clearfire. Yes, Clearfire to glue your wires down is convenient, but sometimes I do it when I'm just doing swirls. When it's just swirls, like a whole field of swirls, Clearfire is so wonderful to use because it always burns off cleanly, unlike other glues. And where did I put my pipette? Oh, here it is. I say I'm not washing it, but here I am doing it, giving it a little mini wash. There we go. I'm bringing in the opaque out of the gate. It's a bold choice. Just kind of right around here. There we go. Whites are so tricky to use. I have probably, I don't know how many whites. Let's say I have 15 shades of white, and I use exactly 3 of them because most of them You know, they're fickle. They can be fickle. There we go, a little bit of this. A little bit of this. And we'll do purple over there. I'm just playing around here. Let's see. Feathering that in. And then, oh, I wanted to press that wire down. And then this one, straight up white. Let's not overcomplicate things. That looks good. That's all going to be dark gray. There we go. I'm going to fire this as is, and I won't have to worry about the black creeping under. I'm going to get the, there we go. So you can see we've got just a little bit of shading there. So I do need to do the other one. Probably should have done them concurrently. I'm going to do that. We'll look at, I got to fuss with these wires now. Everyone needs some wires. Hold on, and I wanted to fuss with this wire too. There we go. Should have trimmed it, but we're just going to tuck it in. Okay, press you down. Who's sticking up? Everybody is sticking up. Good, good. Come on, everybody. Do I need to trim you? Ugh, it's going to be a hard trim. And this one's too long, this one's too short. All right, that's fine. That's fine. That looks good. That's good. This thing needs to get pushed down. Oh, there we are. But now we're not a perfect circle anymore. Good enough. All right, good enough. Let's get our little thing. Which opaque peg wants to know what opaque white? It's not an opaque white peg. It is a semi-opaque white. It is 210. Let me grab it. Where did I put it? There's 209 and 210, and quite frankly, one is slightly less opaque, but in the end, it doesn't really make that much different. It is, oh, here it is. Oh yeah, Nihon Shippo. Nihon Shippo 210. I think 210 is slightly more opaque than 209, or it could be the other way around. Honestly, just pick one. You don't need both. That's an instance where it's kind of like the same with the translucent white, which we're going to be using as well in this piece. There's 710C and 710, and one is a little bit more intense, but it's negligible. Negligible, if that's the word. All right, so let's just get this little guy going, and then that. And our very pale blue. A little bit. That's good. Doop, doop. And we'll do the exact same thing, which was purple to blue. Down here. Purple. To here. There we go. And then a little purple up here, hugging the top. That's good. And then let's get the blue on there. Blue is going to be here. Feather that in a little bit. There's that. Blue, a little blue, blue, and then the white, and we'll be done. I should probably label this one. That'll be good for now. All right, so this is just going to be how things are going to be for the first firing, kind of just undercoats of things. And then we'll get the black, which is really going to make him pop. So we're going to go and let these, let's go get our forest, our trees. Okay, we're going to put these over here. Let's just honestly set you guys over here. We'll let that do its thing. Let's pull our tree. Oh, pretty. Now we can do the oranges in the background. Pretty. Here we are. So you can see the color of that purple is really luxurious, very nice. So now we're not going to do any purple for the next one. We're just going to do the orange background. So we'll start with that. And I have to come to terms with the colors that I'm going to be using, which is definitely going to be, should I use Aoki? No, we'll do the sun red. Over the yellow, this is going to be a lot more orange. So that's kind of where I'm going. We're going to kind of go this, I love this combo. It's going to kind of go from here to there to there. Yeah. And then back into the yellow, which is fine. But I might want to get a different yellow for that. I'm going to be right back and grab a different yellow. So you can enjoy looking at these beautiful colors while I do that. And 12 double A. What about goldenrod? I know. 12A. We'll do 12A. I think that sounds good. I'm bringing a different yellow into the mix because I've been having trouble with this particular N24. So we're going to switch to this Hirasawa yellow. It's a little bit less intense, but we have a good base down, so I think it'll be just fine, but I do want to label it. So let's honestly see about S12A, light yellow. Oop, as I spill, I've got a lot going on. And of course, it is not sifted, so. I think that'll be a goodly amount. And I wonder how my clean water, clean enough. There we go. Let's go ahead and, now this I do want to wash really well, so let me pull back. There we go. Look how, I love how that shade of pink, that is sun red. Let me pull you over here. We go. All right, not much, but I think it'll do. And you can see it's a little bit less intense in color, but I think it's worth it. Worth making the switch. We got that. We need our blue. Where did we put the blue that we were just using? We've got this to that. Let me just grab the sample so you can see what's happening. Here we are. So we're going to introduce this hot pink in, which is, I know it doesn't look hot pink right now, but that is hot pink. So let's do it. Let's just get you guys out of the way. And we're going to start at the top. Or should we start at the hot pink? Let's start at the hot pink. Because we're going to do hot pink to orange. Does it really matter? Oh, I wanted a purple too. Let me grab one more color. I'm so sorry, everybody, but it's just looking at the drawing. I kind of want an N95 dark rose as the bottom color because reasons. I know the painful reality. This is my day. And here it is, L95. I got it right here though. I'm not going to waste time and get the sample. It's a beautiful fuchsia pink, but I am going to take a moment and wash it. Hopefully it's good. Yes. So this will be the darkest color. I'm tippy topping. It's a really pretty, beautiful, beautiful color. Dark rose. Yes, it is Ninomiya. There we go. All right, so we're going to start with this at the bottom, that, and then the dark orange. That's the plan. Oh. I need fresh water, which I have right over here. A little bit more. I have no idea. Maybe it's too much purple. No, hold on. Changing my mind. This was a good idea if this was black, but I feel like it's going to muddy up these purples. So last minute change. Just sun red. I do what I want. So a little bit of hot pink. Kind of glowing from the inside. You don't need much here. There's the hot pink. You have to be careful with it because it's hard to know exactly where it is. There we go. And then we're going to blend that into the orange. It's going to look weird until we fire it. Let me get the orange down and then we'll do our blending. There we go. Let's feather that a little bit. This is going to come into the corner. I hope this doesn't look like trash. That's always that's always the hope. All right, I guess I'm not. I was hoping to get some pink in there, but that logically doesn't make too much sense. So then we're going to switch to this very pale orange. Feather that. But we can definitely do some very pale orange in here. And you know what? I'm going to make it go up there too. Just a little bit. So extend the glow. Tiny dollop. That's good. Maybe even a little bit more up here. Now, let's get our yellow that we've switched to 12A. Gently feather that in. Let's get this a little bit. I know, and I'm going to wick that before I go any further. It's swimming around in there. Oh, sorry, I forgot to zoom in. There we go. Good enough. Now, let's wick. There we go. Now, a little bit of yellow, and then the blue, and then we'll fire it. I should have put some. That's all right. Well, you know what? It's probably going to look a bit green, but that's okay. Now we got to get our little bit more of that. Now our blue. I use this blue all the time. It can go purple or blue depending on what it's layered with. A bit right there. Oh, we have a little bit of yellow in here, which I'm going to add. There's that. That looks good. Let's get some wicking going. There we go. Pretty. That looks pretty good. Let's have a look. I'm gonna let that dry, and let's get those earrings and do the exact same thing with the earrings. And I'm going to go put this under the lamp. We got a lot ready to go into the kiln here. Not that one. Oh, here it is. You guys just hang out. All right, last two little things. Last two little things. Remember, we start with the hot pink, and we're going to kind of work concurrently with these guys. Oops. That's good. Or, you know what, maybe I should fire that other one to make sure I like it before I commit to these earrings. But that is not the Sandra way. Dive on into the deep end. I say that, but I'm probably going to put probably should have tried the earrings first, since it's kind of a less intense commitment. A little bit. Might as well pull that all the way down. There we go. That's the hot fuchsia pink, that color. You might be wondering, why does it look like this, but it comes out like that? It's because it is made of gold. Gold, gold, gold. Wait, N20. We want N23. Just really feather that in. That's good. You know, I'm going to commit to this. A bit more. There's that. All right, now let's go to the very pale gold. A little bit. Feather that in. I'm going to put a little bit here. I know I need to pull that up. I'm going to pull it there. Good enough. Just give it a little feather. All right, a little dollop right there, maybe a dollop right there, bucket, a dollop right there. Let's get our yellow in. A little bit of yellow. A little bit of yellow. A little bit of yellow. I'm going to throw the yellow in here too. And in here. Probably won't make that much difference there. Yellow here. A little bit right here, right there. There we go. And then just the blue. Where'd you go? Where did you go? There you are. be enough. Let's feather that. Alrighty. Bada bada bing bada boom. Let's, oh fine, we'll do the little, see, I don't always remember to do the zoopity zoops. But I don't think it makes that much difference. Let's go ahead and I don't want to mess up all that shading I just did. That's good. Now, while these are drying, I bet we can fire everything else. There we go. We're going to let these dry. And let's go to the Kiln cam. And not the selfie cam, the Kiln cam. And we got a ton of things to put in the kiln right now. We got a lot going on. Let's honestly, let us, hold on, I know I got to get some of these. Can we, how much can we put in the kiln? All right, we've got the dewdrops. There's the dewdrops. We've got the tree here. Can we fit two more? Two, let's find out if we can get these bumblebees in there. The bumblebees can hang out. It's just too many things to put in at once. Probably. I swear to God, if this is a catastrophe, it's on me. There we go. All right, you think it's too many things? I'm going to put all those in at once. Probably not the smartest thing I've ever done in my life, but I've done stupider things for sure. Let's just feel how it is. Does it feel? Yeah, feels good. Let's do it. Being lazy. All right, that's probably going to take a little extra time because we got a lot of stuff in there. And so we're just going to, but on the other hand, I don't want to overdo it because we've got that hot pink, which hates being overfired. So again, probably not the smartest move. What you going to do? So it's just going to take a little bit of time, and then we'll probably call it a day. It's after, oh gosh, it's like almost 2:20. So yeah, it dropped down a lot more than, I probably spent too much time putting things into the kiln. So, but we'll just hang out. And while this is happening, I guess, let's see. This Friday, again, I'm not going to be streaming because my very good friends, Lillian Jones and Amy Roper-Lyons, she's a phenomenal pique-à-jour artist there, and also my friend Betty, they're coming to my studio, and we're going to do 2-3 days of, we're having an enamel play date, and we're just going to hang out in my studio and make some things. I'm not going to lie, I might make sample strips. So, and also just hang out. So that is what's happening on Friday. And then next Tuesday, I might be doing a Zoom, hooray for Zoom, talk about the Enamel Art Jam. So we'll see what happens next week. But busy, busy. So we're at 13:15. Oh, I've also got to start that ring this week too. But I will put some info if I'm going to do the Zoom talk. You're all welcome to join. That will be through the Enamelist Society. And that will be, I think, at 2 p.m. That's the tentative thing. We just kind of started figuring it out right before I went live. So that will be all about the enamel art jam. And now we're getting a little closer to temperature, so I'm going to start paying attention. And and as I walk away, I'm starting to pay attention, and then I walk away from the kiln. There we go. Just wanted to get my glasses. There we are, 4:01. Not quite, not quite, not quite. 3, 2, quite. Now, it's going to take a little bit. Ooh, I can tell already I like that. We'll see how it looks. Let's have a quick look. I know. Let's bend down and see. It's looking really interesting. I love how like those dewdrops look so funky until they cool down, but it's looking good. We're going to let those cool for a moment. I might see if I can fuss. They're stuck to the trivet because I didn't. I decided. Yeah, we're going to just let them come unstuck, as it were. And, ooh, yeah, I definitely want more hot pink. More hot pink. But we'll have a look at that when it cools, I promise. So, I don't really want to put, do I want to put these in? No, I'm going to put these in after. That's fine. And, oh, you know what we could do while those are cooling? Oh, I have both of the bracelets. We'll just look at the bracelets because they're fun. Video stuff. Alrighty, so those are cooling. We're pretty much wrapping things up here. Let's go to the workbench real fast. Turn off the microscope. And yes, a zoom. Yeah, I don't know any details right now because it quite literally just happened. But yes, it's going to probably be next Tuesday, a week from today, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I think, unless they're located someplace else, in which case it might be a different time. But that will be, I'll put that in my social media. I was just bringing here, let's look at both. I love both of these bracelets. These are both available as tutorials. They're totally different kinds of bracelets, but they're both very charming. I guess you could wear both at the same time. Can you layer the bracelets? Let's zoom out. There we go. But I'm so bad at actually doing bracelet clasps, but those are beautiful bracelets. Oh yeah, I heard those unhook. So yes, if you want to learn how to make either of these bracelets, you can subscribe to my Vimeo. Oh yeah, it's still at the bottom, the Vimeo thing, but we'll just actually set these right here for now. And let's have a look. I think things have unstuck. And Margaret, thank you. Have a good week as well. And let's just, the last thing is, it's probably still hot, but we'll have a quick look at, oh, it's pretty, how it's coming along. There is the first coat of those colors. I'm going to punch up. I didn't want to overdo that hot pink, but see how it just kind of gives a really pretty orange. I'm going to definitely kind of punch that up in the next one, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully this will be done this week sometime. So yeah, that probably super hot. We'll just set you right there. And yeah, I guess I'm going to just, oh, selfie cam. Hello, thank you so much for supporting me. And let's take that off. And let's turn that off as well. And yeah, have a great week, everybody. Thanks for joining me, and take care. Bye-bye.